I consider myself very blessed, but I've always wanted to be, a working actor and in television and movies, and I'm doing it. It's happening for me. So I'm living out my fantasy. I've dreamed about these moments since I was a little boy.
El del nacimiento, dame luz para guiar a todo aquel que necesita esperanza, cumplir una fantasía.
I want to talk with you about the second season of Fantasy Island. We almost a year ago we were talking about the premiere of the series, and it was very, in Mexico the people love the original series because it was in TV years and years and years, and we have a strong link with Ricardo Montalban.
So,
how do you feel to be in this role in this series, and how we can expect in this second season?
it was a little bit before my time. I did go back and watch episodes, but I remember my dad being a huge fan of Fantasy Island, and of course, Ricardo Montalban. And so when I booked the series, I called my dad, and he was extremely excited. So I know it was a big responsibility, but we're kind of reinventing the show. It is Fantasy Island, it is the IP, it's the same premise, but we're doing things a little bit differently. So I was just excited. I was excited, and I tried not to let the great success of the original cause any fear or anything like that in me. It did still, because it's such a big weight and big responsibility, but I'm having a great time on the show. I think it's being received very well. So it was just very exciting for me to take on to be in the show.
What we can expect about your character?
Yeah, so you're going to just learn a lot more about Javier in season 2. Season 1, I think it was, I was kind of sporadically placed here and there. Season 2 is different. I have my own storyline. There is surprises that are introduced with Javier and how that relates to the island, how that affects my relationship with Elena and Ruby, and so there's some different dynamics that come into the show in season 2 that kind of add some drama and add some humor, and that happened specifically with Javier. So it's cool. I think the fans are going to be really excited to see that.
How was working with Rosalina and Kiara in all this?
Yeah, so we were there for I think 4 months for season 1, and season 2 we were there for 5 months. So that's a long time to be with someone. You're working long hours, but you find out real quick, like, do you really like each other? And we do. We really like each other. We have a great time on set. We laugh. It's light. We have a really, really good time. So I'm very lucky. And I think they probably feel the same way, that we all just really, really meshed and vibed together really well right away.
I know you have this question very much, but what is your fantasy as a person and as an actor?
So I just want to keep doing what I love doing. I'm very lucky. I'm kind of living out my fantasy, to be quite honest. I'm very lucky. I consider myself very blessed, but I've always wanted to be, a working actor and in television and movies, and I'm doing it. It's happening for me. So I'm living out my fantasy. I've dreamed about these moments since I was a little boy. I used to make video. My friends and I would make movies, when I was a kid, and I've always wanted to do it. And now I'm doing it, and I've been doing it since 2013. It's been my full-time gig. So I'm just very lucky. I'm very blessed. So my fantasy came true.
Guest stars we can see in this season?
Terry Hatcher and James Denton from Desperate Housewives, Rachel Harris, Cheryl Hines. Those two are in episode 1. They come in season 2, episode 1. They're great. They're best friends in real life, which is really, really cool. A lot of guest stars. Andy Richter coming in. It's going to be fun for the audience.
Your instincts guide you trust the island.
Certainly sounds like you know exactly what you want.
Yeah, hi, spoiler time. John Gabriel Rodriguez here. I hope you're excited for season 2 of Fantasy Island. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Watch it. Enjoy it.
Now it's a game. Shall we? The guests are waiting.